her a lot. And she adopted a little girl named Susie. So we were always, pretty close. We saw each other a lot. And then Patsy, I didn't see her that much because she lived in Pueblo, Colorado. And but all my sisters, except Helen, the oldest one, they all married very young, like 15, because they were working out in farms. And I guess had a pretty hard life because it didn't work out living at home with Pearl and Dad and her 3 children. And so they went to, different farms to work. And they both married very, very young. And Patsy and Everett got married. And that's a story within itself. They had a son named Donnie. And then they got a divorce a number of years later. I can't remember how much later, but they did. And then she married another man named Cyril, and I forgot how long she was married to him. But she came to visit Clara in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. Clara lived in Hollywood with Howard Harbaugh. And she came to visit, and they went to some dance together or something, and there she met Everett again, her first husband. And they realized that they were still madly in love with each other, still really loved each other. And so she left her husband, and he left his wife, and they went back together again after all those years. And they lived together till they died, both of them, Patsy and Everett. And the day of her funeral, Donnie came for her funeral to Mesa, Arizona. And when he went to get on the plane to go back to Florida where he lived, he had a heart attack and died.
Needed to be with her. Aww.
Yeah. So that left Everett. And, see. And I can't remember what year Clara died, but she died. She died after Patsy, and then Helen, my oldest sister, died.
And did they have any kids?
Huh?
Did they have kids?
Oh, yeah, they all had children. Well, Helen had Bob and Ann, and Bob and Ann had married and had a lot of children. I can't remember how many. And Clara only had Susie.
Is that Susie that I know?
Susie that you know.
Oh, what a riot.
And Susie had 4 children, 4 boys. And Patsy only had the one, Donnie. And let's see. Grandpa and I got married in 1940.
And how'd you meet Grandpa?
Huh?
Where'd you meet Grandpa?
Oh, at my girlfriend's. He was out in the garage playing pool with her brother. And I was having my 16th birthday, and I was having a big party. And so I wanted Margie, my girlfriend, to come. And she said, well, I can't get anybody to come with me. And I said, well, that's that Bill Rogers out there in the garage, that your brother's friend. She said, he won't go with me. And I said, well, ask him. So she didn't, he wouldn't go with her. So she didn't get to come to my party. But I had a wonderful 16th birthday party. And of course at that time I was going with a young man named Paul Armour, big, tall, dark-headed guy that worked at KOY, the radio station. And I was madly in love, I thought.
Was he your first love that you thought?
I guess. Well, I might have had several other loves, but I can't remember. But I remember him. And then after I met Bill at Margie's house. And then when I was going to high school, I ran into him, and we walked to town together several times.